is up, you guys? This is MiniSuperHeroes Today.
Hey guys, Jonathan here. As of the recording of this video, we're about 3 weeks away from San Diego Comic-Con 2022, and we don't yet know if LEGO will be doing any Comic-Con exclusives at the show. Now, if the past is any indication, there's a very good chance they will. In fact, basically since 2012, there have always been some sort of superhero tie-in for the LEGO San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I have several of the Marvel ones here because that's kind of what I want to talk about today, but for those that don't know, here's how it works. If you're lucky enough to get one of these in person, it means you were at San Diego Comic-Con, and then you have to enter a raffle, and then you have to be lucky enough to win the raffle. So there's lots of hoops to jump through just for a chance at owning one of these, and all of mine I've bought secondhand. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con, but like I said, we're about 3 weeks away from the next one, so it's kind of curious to think what we may be getting. Now, let's take a look at the past, right? Sheriff Deadpool was kind of random. It came out in 2018, so it's kind of like a loose Deadpool movie tie-in, but not really. Basically just because everybody was talking about Deadpool that year. Then, of course, we have a more direct tie-in with the Spider-Man PS4 custom. That came out the same year as the game. Then, for example, in 2014, we got the Collector to coincide with Guardians of the Galaxy. And in 2016, we got this Captain America based off of the comic book that was out at the time where Captain America became a Hydra agent. So as you can see, what LEGO likes to do is they like to tie it in with something going on in the movies, the video games, or the comic books around the time that the con is taking place. So with that being said, admittedly, I don't really think there's anything going on in the Marvel Comics storyline right now that would warrant a minifigure, so we gotta count that out. As far as video games go, we have the recent Guardians of the Galaxy video game, but I don't see that getting a custom. And basically, that leaves us with the movies at that point, so really, as far as movies go, it's probably either going to be from Thor or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, because they won't do one for a movie that hasn't come out yet. And I really don't see them doing something from No Way Home or Shang-Chi or Black Widow, because Black Widow actually did already get a Comic-Con set back in 2020. So with that being said, if we're looking at Thor and Doctor Strange, let's try and think about what we could get from either of those two movies. Now again, as of the recording of this video, Thor isn't out yet, so we can only speculate from the trailers, but now I like what my friend 1414 Falcon fan said, because he pointed out that they could do the Ravager suit for Thor, which I think would not be such a bad idea. But there's also, the Warrior Thor that we've seen in the trailer, or we could even get, the Workout Thor that we've seen in the trailer, so there are a lot of options we could get. And again, the movie's not even out, so who knows what kind of character or costume could show up that would make for a good custom as well. If it were to be from Doctor Strange, I think that our options are kind of limited there, because the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum set that's coming out in just a few weeks has so many characters from Multiverse of Madness. Really, the only one that it could be, in my opinion, is Defender Strange, which I do actually think would be a pretty decent choice. Could they go so far as to give us, Mr. Fantastic or somebody else from the Illuminati? I really doubt it, but I guess anything's possible. Although, I think it would tick off a lot of fans if the first Fantastic Four figure was a Comic-Con exclusive, but that's a conversation for another day. Now, in Comic-Cons past, there have been years where they've done 2 Marvel figures at the same show, so it's possible we could get 2 Marvel figures, but at this point, it's all speculation. Now let's talk about our friends on the DC side of the aisle. Unfortunately, 2022 has not been a very good year for LEGO DC. There have basically been no new sets, especially those with minifigures that have come out this year. So I'm not really sure what kind of exclusive they could do. I really don't see them doing anything for Ezra Miller's Flash movie because of all the controversy going on with Ezra Miller. And the only other thing I feel like they could do is a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Black Adam figure. But again, it's kind of like this PS4 Spider-Man. A lot of fans were upset that such a popular costume and popular Spider-Man outing was a Comic-Con exclusive that so few people can get, and I feel like if they did that with Black Adam, people would be equally angry. That being said, they did make Stephen Amell's Arrow and several other DC characters like Supergirl from the CW show Comic-Con exclusives, so I suppose anything is possible, but I just really don't see it being Black Adam. So, when it all comes down to it, here's my prediction. Like I said, I think that some variation of Thor and Defender Doctor Strange are very, very likely, and honestly, just because we're not getting any DC sets right now, it wouldn't shock me if there is not a DC exclusive. Now, there could be other exclusives too. In the past, they've done Star Wars sets. Who knows what other theme they could want to promote? So it may not just be Marvel and DC, but time will tell. And as soon as I know something, I'll let you guys know here on the channel. So be sure to hit like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. But more importantly, comment and let me know what you think the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figures could be this year. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.